Fingerpicking can feel frustrating when your fingers just won't cooperate, right? I'm sure you can relate to that. But what if I told you there are some simple exercises that if you do each day will make fingerpicking feel effortless for you? In this video, you're going to learn some simple but powerful exercises that will help your fingers move more smoothly, more naturally, and with more control. Whether you're just starting out or you want to refine your technique, these exercises are really going to elevate your finger picking. Now, before we get into the video, if you could like this one right now, I'd really appreciate it. It'll push it out there into the world of YouTube for others to find. And if you like the content that I release each week, I would love it if you could subscribe to the channel. All right, let's get to it. So this first exercise is going to involve your thumb playing a steady quarter note beat on the low E string of your guitar, just open strings here so we can focus on the picking hand. So the thumb is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And then we're going to use one of our fingers to pluck the open E string on beat 1 initially, then beat 2, then beat 3, then beat 4. And what we're doing here is just starting to develop the independence between the thumb and the fingers. That's a key aspect, a fundamental thing you need to get to make finger picking feel effortless. It's really, really important. And if we build it from the ground up, it's not that difficult to do with a little bit of work on your part. So the first exercise will be playing that thumb, as I said, on the beat, quarter note rhythm, and we're going to pluck the open first string. You can use your ring finger or your middle finger perhaps, either one would be fine. And we're going to pluck that on 1, and that note's going to ring out for the bar. So it goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Pretty simple. Now, whether you're aware of this or not, there are two things happening there. You've got your thumb, of course, playing on the beat, and you've got this whole note, each bar starting on the 1 beat. 1, 2, 3, and we're playing those together, but we're seeing that they are actually two separate parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I was to do that on a piano, it would look a little more obvious because I'd have one hand playing the bass and the other one playing the melody note, or potentially what could be a melody note. Because it's all happening in one hand, it might not appear that obvious, but this is like your left hand of a pianist, if you like, and the right hand are the fingers. They're separate and they've got different jobs to do, and we're training them to do those things at the same time. So the next step here is to push that note to the second beat that the fingers playing on the top string while your bass is steady throughout. That doesn't change. So this would go like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, right? So now it's coming in on 2 and it crosses over the bar. It didn't that time, I played it on 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you can probably guess what's going to happen next. We're going to push that note another beat further into the bar and play it on beat 3. So that would sound like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Right, you get the idea. Then we'll push it one beat further to the 4th beat of the bar. Okay, so that would sound like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, got the idea? So it's not super difficult, but it's starting to separate the thumb from the fingers and have them work independently. And if you can think in that way, which I think is just as important, then you're going to start to develop that foundation for getting the fingers to do what you want them to do. Now, sticking with the thumb on the beat all the way, nothing changing there, steady groove on the low E, we're going to add something this time. And that is, we're going to pinch together as we did on 1, and then we're going to hit the melody note, the high E string, on the end of the beat that follows. So when we start on 1 with our high E string, it would sound like this: 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3. Okay, so I'm pinching, but then I'm also playing that melody note in between the pluck of the thumb. So we start to get a little bit more separation between the thumb and the fingers now. And then we would do that on each of the beats of the bar. So this one once more: 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4. Now, if I do it on the second beat, it would sound like this: 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4. Okay, Okay, on the third beat, it would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And on the fourth beat, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Okay, so starting to get more separation. This is also a great exercise in awareness of time, which is so important because you're targeting the first beat, then the second, then the third, then the fourth, and you're counting as you go, as I am here. Now you might notice I'm swinging my eighth notes there. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, which you can do, or you can just keep it quite straight like this. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2. Okay, so it doesn't really matter as long as you've got eighth notes happening there. That's the key. Now, a further refinement of this is to get rid of the note that's on the beat and only play the offbeat note with your finger on the top E string. So instead of this, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, etc., right? We get rid of the pinch. So we go 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2. So we're only playing on the offbeat. In this case, the offbeat of 1, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4. So then you push that to the end of 2. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. Then you could push it to the end of 3. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And of course the end of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and. Okay, so that's really targeting the offbeat, and we want it, again, the timing, the feel, and the awareness of the onbeat and the offbeat is so important whatever you do in music, whatever instrument, whatever style. So that's all being trained here, but in the context of getting the independence between the thumb and the fingers. If you want this to sound a little more musical, now that's all good. It's not meant to sound musical. It's a technique exercise. So you can practice it for 5 minutes a day. It doesn't have to be for a long time. But if you want it to sound a little bit more musical, then we could put it across like an 8-bar blues if you like. So I'm just going to play a simple 8-bar blues here, and it's we could take any one of those drills and apply it to this 8-bar blues. I'll just take the first one where we pinched and played it on the end of 1. So this pattern I'm going to apply to just an 8-bar blues, just to give you something a little musical that you could apply it to. It's very simple. It goes like this. So this is the E7 being implied. Then we go to A7, back to E7, 2, 3, 4, B7, just the root of the B, A, and back to E, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, 3, 4. So those chords have been implied by playing the root notes, either on the 5th or 6th string, depending on the chord we're playing, and then applying that first pinching pattern with the pluck on the up of the 1 beat. But you could take any one of those little single bar drills and apply it across that 8-bar blues, just for a little challenge and to, engage your brain a little bit with something musical while training this technique. Okay, if that wasn't challenging enough for you, or if you've worked on that and you're ready to move on, then I've got something that we're going to add to this. Everything is going to remain the same except for one thing, and that is the bass. Instead of playing a steady bass just on the low 6th string, we're going to alternate that between the 6th and the 4th string, right? This is kind of traverse picking essentially, where we're playing a bass pattern, steady bass pattern on the lower strings while we play melody on top. It's going to set that up really, really well, but also just general thumb and finger independence. So everything remains the same. I'm going to go through the exercises, but the thumb is going to play on the 6th string on 1, the 4th string on 2, back to 6 on 3, 4th string on 4, the beats there, okay? So if we do that first exercise where we're just plucking the melody note on the top E string on the 1 beat, it'd be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, right? So the added challenge here is now the thumb's got to move back and forth between the strings while you play that note on top. So if we move that to the second beat, that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or the third beat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or the fourth beat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that can be a little more challenging because the thumb's got more to do now. It's not just going to sit there on the low E string throughout. Then we can add the up after each pinch, like we did with the steady bass. So that would sound like this on the one beat. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Or if we do it on beat 2, 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. And if we do it on the third beat, 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Or on the fourth beat, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1. Okay, so a little more challenging there, adding in the offbeat, the up of each one of the 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then we can get rid of the pinch like we did with the first lot, but maintaining our alternating bass here. So this would sound like this on the end of 1, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4. Or on the end of 2, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3. Just maintaining that steady, not steady, alternating bass, or plucking up on the end of 2. Then we could pluck up on the end of 3 with the alternating bass. Sounds like this: 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And of course on the end of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2. Okay, so the up is coming in different parts of the alternating bass. That's a little more challenging. Take your time with it, but I can't tell you how great these exercises are for getting your fingers in line to cooperate and do what you want them to do. So we could take any one of these drills and apply it to our 8-bar blues like we did with the steady bass. So I'm going to show you that using the first pinch with the up on the end of 1. So the pattern is 1 and 2, 3, 4. However, when I change to like my A7 of the blues or my B7, I need to form the chord. Because I'm alternating now, I need to hit another chord tone. So the root note's fine, but I need another chord tone in there. The open D wouldn't work with either B7 or A7. So I'm holding the chord shapes, but the pattern is the same throughout, just adapted for the chords. So for E7, it'll be 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, then the A7, 3, 4, back to E7, 3, 4, B7, A7, and E7 for the last two bars. Okay, as simple as that. You could apply it to other things, but don't get too complicated with it. It's all about the picking hand, so really isolate it, at least initially, until you get those things happening where it feels automatic, where you don't have to think of each part, it's just happening. It will do that quite quickly for you if you focus on these and do them regularly, like each day for 5-10 minutes. That would be great. It will really help your fingers move effortlessly, get them to do what you want them to do, and make fingerpicking feel really easy to do.
Want to finally get fingerpicking down once and for all? Whether you're brand new to fingerpicking or have tried before and failed, the Ultimate Beginner Fingerpicking Guitar course was made for you. This is a fully structured step-by-step program that takes you from the very basics through to confident, fluent fingerpicking without the overwhelm or fluff. Each lesson walks you through highly focused drills, exercises, and musical pieces, many of which you will know, all carefully sequenced to build your skills gradually. You get high quality videos, MP3s, and PDFs in every lesson, providing you with everything you need to build rock solid technique, develop great feel, and make real progress you can actually hear. If you're ready to stop spinning your wheels and start fingerpicking the way you've always dreamed, then click the link in the description below this video and check out the Ultimate Beginner Fingerpicking Guitar course today.
Let me know in the comments what acoustic guitar topics you'd like to see in future videos. I'd love to hear from you. A lot of the suggestions that come through do become videos in the future on the channel, so don't be shy, drop us a line, let us know what you would like to see. If you like this video, then hit that like button, and if you haven't already and you like the content that I release each week, I'd love it if you could subscribe to the channel. This is Simon Candy from acousticguitarlessonsonline.net. As always, thank you so much for sticking around and watching this video. I really do appreciate it very, very much, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.